Okay, let me just make sure that that is all working as it should. That looks like it. Okay, good. Hello, Fanatic. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the chat. So we'll just be waiting a couple more minutes for people to come in and get settled. But yeah. So happy Tuesday, everyone. So the 22nd of February 2022 on the second day of the week. Happy Tuesday. Something like this is not going to come around again anytime soon. Not unless we start reconfiguring all of our calendars and such. But how has everyone's day been so far? Unfortunately, mine has been a bit... I was going to say atrocious, but that is exaggerating. And mine's just been a bit meh. I've been trying to work in Blender and edit my avatar, and absolutely nothing I've been doing is being successful at all. Benedict, when you take over the UK, can you be a knight? I'm not 100% sure I can actually rename people, but I'll have a look. And if I can't rename people, then what can I do? Because I can obviously like name a child after you. Oh, in real life. Sorry, I didn't quite get that. Yeah, sure, you could be a knight. Yeah, anyone who's in chat can be a knight when I take over England, no worries. So yeah, unfortunately my avatar designs are not going the way I was anticipating, so I think I may be putting them on hold for the time being, just using what I've got here, maybe with some texture edits. But yeah, this is pretty much how I'm going to be for the foreseeable future, which, you know, is fine, it's working fine. No problem with it. I just like to try and spruce it up a little bit sometimes. And yeah, part of it is that I do want to kind of not necessarily do a like fashion trend thing, but it would be nice to have a couple of different outfits that I can swap in and out, especially as the seasons change. How are we doing? 30 seconds left. Game is all loaded up as expected. It would help if I actually change that and just make sure everything is ready to go, which looks like it is. Foxes. Oh, I'm tempted, but I know there's quite a lot of people out there with a fox virtual avatar. Honestly, if I'm gonna do anything, it would actually be a red panda, most likely. I just need to try and figure out what I'm actually going to do that would be that, because I've got like half a dozen different ideas. As like one of them is obviously like include a red panda in my design somewhere. The other one is to do a make myself a sukajan, or a Japanese souvenir jacket. I'm just going to adjust my avatar a little bit because she seems to be looking down an awful lot. Okay, so that should be fine. Yes, I have no idea what you're talking about, Fanadict. I have no idea what you're talking about in terms of people having fox avatars. Okay, so let's continue on from where we were. So, yeah, so Fanatic, and this applies to anyone else. If you're not familiar with Crusader Kings 3, then just let me know, and any questions I'll try and answer to the best of my knowledge. And what do you mean, Fanatic, that you are not a fox? But okay, let's get this back in. So we do have an alliance with the Queen of Wessex. East Anglia is independent. And we have Sussin is an independent little, I think that's a, yeah, duchy. And then Ireland is menacing. So I'm oh, are you English, Fanatic? Are you from England? Because if you are, hello, I'm a fellow English person myself, and okay, we've not actually got to where I live and grew up, but pretty near enough. So yes, we have the Midlands and the north of England under our control. We just need to kind of grab a few bits and try and face off against Ireland. So it's definitely going to be quite an inversion of what happened in real life. Oh, I didn't actually notice that a bit of Scotland had gained a bit of France up here. Yeah, in the north. Okay, yeah, from up north then. Let me just check. I just need to remind myself where we were, because this was Saturday, which isn't that long ago, but just seems like an absolute age for me. So our son and heir is this child here with some absolutely outstanding stats, and I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed that that actually continues on. The rest of our children, ooh. Okay, so apparently you've been unmarried for over a year. We'll need to find someone new for you. You already have a couple of children, that is good to see. And I mean, okay, technically you do have 3 kids, so... But you're only 31. Fanatic, you played more Crusader Kings 2, but you have everything for CK3. Yeah, I've got everything, at least so far. I managed to get the Royal Court, or the Royal Edition, on a very good deal, thanks to getting £25 from PayPal, which I used to put towards it. So let's just keep going through and just check on all of these other kids. Okay, you all seem to be fine, so we need to find you someone. And of course, unfortunately, because you are not in our kingdom, we have more limited options. So, East Anglia, do we have a... Okay, we cannot declare war while in debt, and declaring war will break the truce. So we white peaced last time because we were just getting absolutely hammered. So we need a new spy master. We have someone who's considering themselves powerful with level 16, which isn't bad, so we'll do that. We can hold court. We've got raiders and just being informed of a lost battle. We can create a title, the Kingdom of England, but we don't have enough gold for that. We can transfer a vassal, though it will gain us 80 stress because we are greedy. Oof. So yeah, that is going to be an interesting thing, let me just say. I've not actually really played Crusader Kings in multiplayer or really anything at the moment. I've actually already got an offer from someone, not necessarily one of my regulars, to actually play a game called Wolf Quest on multiplayer, and I already know my next game, so it won't be a stream game if we get together and play it, at least not on my end, unless you're willing to wait for a bit. But yeah, at least I'm open to the possibility, I'll just say that. So I think we did ask our head of faith for some money, and there we go. So we need quest to claim on island, so we're going to need 1,000 gold and 2,000 piety for that. The piety should be moderately okay. The gold is going to be a bit more of an issue. Off or on stream I can wait. Yeah, that could be interesting. It might be, or obviously if it's going to take a bit, if we decide to stream it, it might be interesting to see if there are a couple of other people who might be interested. So we'll just curse the raiders. Whoops, I didn't mean to click that away. Okay, I'm sure that was an event happening. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Okay, so when were you born? The 30th of January, so we've only got a couple of years left to wait for you to become an adult. And you'll be an adult just before him. So fingers crossed we'll get some good people or good children from that. And apparently our best steward only has a skill of 10. Oh dear, that is not a good thing. So Fanatics, I haven't had much time to have a look at your profile, but aside from like Crusader Kings, what games do you like to play and stream? Okay, I think I'll just dial down the music a tiny bit because I know it's not drowning me out on the volume checker, but it is kind of drowning me out a tiny bit as I just sit here and play it. So, okay. Yeah, you're kind of mediocre compared to, unfortunately, your siblings. So who does the Kingdom or Duchy of Man belong to? No one. That's interesting. So yes, we're going to have to just keep going through and earn a bit of money to actually get things through. Oh, Trappings of Majesty. I stand above my subjects as sovereign ruler, unequalled in the realm. Dressing the part with resplendent garments and jewellery would serve as a subtle reminder to everyone that I am in charge. So we can lose 90 gold and get resplendent raiment for 5 years. Local fashions have symbolic meaning. So 46% chance traditional raiment for 5 years. And 100 diplomacy lifestyle experience. 53% I acquire a boring and unimpressive outfit. Spend 75 prestige and gain 80 gold, 80 stress because we're greedy. We'll go for local fashions have some meaning, but unfortunately we've just hit a mental break. Oh dear. Okay, so yes, we'll just save that option. So we've basically chucked out a few people from our court, but we are no longer as overwhelmed by stress. And what else can we do? Unfortunately, we can't do anything else because we don't have the gold. Fanatic, been streaming Ori and Hollow Knight recently. Like you, I'm a variety streamer. That's nice to hear. It's always fun to be able to pick a few games that you've enjoyed and just be able to go and stream them as and when you like them. Okay, so we're getting quite a few notable guests around and quite a few grandchildren being born as well. So let's have a look. So, guest. The Earldom of White, not really. Oh wait, here we go. We can just see it here. So that is the Kingdom of Wessex. Unfortunately, every single person in your family dynasty has practically died. Though we do have you that apparently might actually be in line for an inheritance. That is interesting. Are you? No, you are not part of our dynasty. So that is this person's grandson. Okay, a child who died young, and also this character who has a claim on it, and through her mother. What do you own? Okay, Huntingdonshire. So one that's already in our court, so no. Well, I would say nothing much, but obviously it's already in our territory, which means that if she so happened to say perhaps have someone push the claim on the Kingdom of Wessex, no, because it'd be a kingdom title, she would become independent. Ugh. Ever so slightly aggravating, ever so slightly. So just excuse me while I have a bit of a drink. So naturally, when we get to 1,000 gold, whenever that might actually be, especially if all these raiders keep on coming along. And here we go, our son and heir has come of age. I just love the fact that we got all of these stats. I just love that. Go beat those Londoners. Oi, I'm one of those Londoners you talk about. Born and raised Londoner here. Okay, so apparently there is a tyranny war going on. Let's just actually have a look at that one. Ah, of Italy. Okay, that's nothing that we can worry about. And we will just say we have more important people. Of course you said nothing, fanatic. Of course. Nothing at all. So, oh, this would be a holy war for the Duchy of Man. Their military strength is similar to ours. Oh yes, flexible truces, shorter truces and no penalty for breaking them. So that means we could come over here and do a forced vassalization. Especially seeing as their military strength is vastly inferior. And okay, our claims are the earldom down here. That's nothing we probably want to worry ourselves about. We could try and seize the Lordship of Gwent again. Oh my goodness, how on earth do you have 20,000 troops? Because of all your allies. Okay, you're allied to France, to Herbert, Ireland, and the petty kingdom of Man. Oh goodness, wow, okay. Okay, so who is this between? Princess Sybil of Wessex. Princess Sybil. Ah, that's between you and... Okay, I'm pretty sure... Weren't you the one that we were like trying to murder earlier? Oh well. We'll just try and murder you again. Yeah. No big challenge, no big issue, right? Right? Oh yeah, yeah, we're not really living up to our character very much. But if we can break that alliance between Wessex and Ireland, then that also means that we will have the option to ask Wessex to come in and join. So let's, yes, declare war on the petty queen here, so we can force vassalize. Okay, apparently that rally point is under foreign control, so let's create a new rally point up here. I know we probably don't need all of these troops, but let's just head straight for the capital. Oh, apparently this is the third attempt at a vassalization war. Northman army conquest of the Duchy of York. Okay, so which one is that one? That's this one. The North. Okay, so this is the generic. So let's call. Okay, there you are. In the Duchy of York. Let's try and get you over. And yes, we'll banish these invaders as we've always done. So, how much would we need for the Empire? So we would still be very much a ways off. We would be very much a ways off on this. So we'll have to do all the titles and everything quite carefully. Actually, speaking of hereditary rule in 9 years. Okay, so this is safe escape, so a map. 25 gold and 120 stress. Okay, he's discreet. And we've been overwhelmed by stress once again. And you just... Ah yes, I remember this. I remember this because this is a event where you get children invited to a court, and one of the potential things is that they can drown. One of the things is that they can just drown. Okay, and apparently our wife is being or avoiding us, so we are going to go and investigate what happens. Let's just continue sieging down East Anglia. Ooh. Oh, come on. Great. She just died. She just died so unfortunately. So I don't quite know where all of your armies are coming from. Probably all obviously from up here, but we've not been able to see any just yet. A new son who's intelligent. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of troop movements. That is a lot of troop movements. So who were you? Just a random baron from the looks of it. And nothing too spectacular for us. So we'll just keep up that find a secret thing, and we have died. Okay, we have died of natural causes. A man to always put the good of his family above all else, he spent his life trying to ensure a glorious future for all his descendants. Well, I mean, that is true. That is pretty much true. King or Menric ascends to the throne. Many fear that old Menric may have been better suited for a church than the throne. Excuse me? Excuse me? Okay, I know he's got 16 learning, but his education was in intrigue. So excuse you. Anyway, so we need to choose a lifestyle, so we'll go down our intrigue. Actually, I think we'll do knowledge or learning first, because the intrigue one, so temptation focus, which would obviously give us like a load of fertility bonuses. Our wife is already pregnant, I can see that. But it would also give us opportunities to go and have a look at potentially getting a few more heirs around. Especially as, you know, we're going to have to very much carefully look at that and ensure that we get the best person possible. Okay. So, you like us decently, so we'll put you there. And you are slightly better at stewardship. So unfortunately, we're having to put people who are not the best in there just to make sure that we actually get them positions on the council. So what are you best at? We'll get you to help manage our domain. Okay, and we can remove you because you are... Okay, I thought you were... Oh yeah, she is still here. Okay, Kingdom of Wessex is an unpressed claim, so that won't be passed down. But the Duchy of Brittany and Normandy will be. I could make a comment, Benedict, about you eating a Belgian bun. Okay, so we have a daughter, Princess Maud. So let's have a look. What genetics has she got? Okay. I guess that's okay. She has got the pure-blooded trait, which is going to be interesting. So let's actually see. Yeah, I was more thinking about making a comment about devouring the Belgians. Bad. A bad attempt at a joke. So who do we have that we could betroth you to? And of course you have got the pure-blooded trait, so if we were to get you married to someone, even if they are of our dynasty... Oh, Prince Bertrand of Wessex. Okay, that is too good to pass up, and that will also secure us the another generation of alliance, hopefully. We are the head of the dynasty once again. Okay, we just got absolutely slaughtered there. Okay, ask our head of faith for gold. So we will do that. We can vassalize. Ooh. So East Anglia will actually accept that. Queen Mother Constanza. Okay, so you are in... Is that Saxony or Savoy? Savoy. And you have 3,000 troops. Yes, we will negotiate a alliance. And we can call Essex in on... Okay, she's already fighting in that war. That is good. How many troops do you possess? 900. You are 2,900. So yes, we will call you in. 600. What is that trait? Sleep deprived. Okay. Not quite sure I'd seen that one before. 460. 758. Okay, so unfortunately, yes, our troops here are getting absolutely hammered. And there we go. East Anglia is under our control. So he does consider himself a powerful vassal. He has 18 intrigue. So I'm sorry, but we are going to get rid of you, as good as you are. Actually, you know what? You would make a really good steward if I could. Apparently, no, I can't make you my steward. So let's actually, unfortunately, fire you. And so this is Duke Benon Red, I think. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that, Fanadict. I try to schedule the ads so we don't actually get too many pre-roll ones, so people who come into the stream can actually get some like won't actually be given some adverts and they can just come straight into the stream. I really need to keep an eye on that, unfortunately. Hello, Lion Shark. Happy Tuesday indeed. I did comment at the beginning of the stream. This is probably not something that people are going to see for a good while. Okay, so we've got Felice and Wathan. So you are 11 and you are an eager reveler. You would make actually a decent commander. So we'll actually invite you in and then we will pay for Felice. You say Wales is looking big. Have you seen Ireland recently? So yeah, I was probably commenting this during the ad break, but East Anglia sent us a diplomatic offer saying that we would want, like, we are willing to be your vassal. So we accepted that, and now the Duke of... It should be... Yes, so the Duke of East Anglia is now our spy master. He's only at +13. And yes, indeed, Scotland is fading. Somehow, we own this little bit up here. Somehow. I don't quite know how. And then we've got these people. So we don't, unfortunately, have a casus belli on them. So we can't necessarily go to war against them. What is our military might? Honestly, not great because we don't have that much money. So our previous king, the one that we were playing as, has died, and we are now King Eormenric of Wales, the one with all the positive traits, including pure-blooded. He's already had a daughter, who unfortunately didn't get the beautiful trait, but is betrothed to someone who is Herculean and genius. Not, for once, from what I can see, actually closely related to him. Or closely related to her, I should say. And it's also the... I think you're the second son of the Queen of Wessex, so we've strengthened the alliance back there. Yeah, you are intelligent and Amazonian. And who was your previous spouse? Okay, so honestly, you just got lucky with a couple of kids then. Herculean there, Herculean and ingenious, hale, or strong, robust, ingenious, and hale. Amazonian, rather. Okay, so we said we were going to make you into a knight, so let's see if we can do that. Where are you? So there we go, so we will force you to become a knight. Everyone else, I think, let me just check. So brother-in-law doesn't matter too much. I just basically want to make sure that anyone who is in the line of inheritance is okay, yeah, we could restore your inheritance. So loses the trait disinherited. So cannot inherit any title from any other dynasty member. So if we did that, then potentially the line would go down this branch of the family. Maybe we'll actually wait until we're a bit more secure with our own one. And oh my goodness, okay, apparently I've been neglecting this a little bit. So what are you telling me? What are you telling me about? Not 100% sure, because I think we've got most of these things out anyway. Oops. But we do have a few court events. So foul bed fellow, so this is because our lodgings are reasonably small. So lodging standards, or yeah, let's just ask the servants to find you new bunkmates. Poor manners, so this is our archbishop burping again. Let's see. Okay, so you will spend a bit of court grandeur just to keep everyone moderately happy. Okay, and this is our sister complaining that she wants a court position. So we can make her our antiquarian, which actually could be quite useful. Yeah, let's make her our antiquarian. Welsh is not devoid of vowels, Line Shark. It just uses them very creatively. It just uses them very creatively. But honestly, like, can you just imagine, like, a hybrid Welsh, Scottish and Irish language? Because that is kind of what I'm angling towards. Okay, I have no idea. Oh, I was just about to say I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to need to pause, take stock, because we've just become ill. Lie Shark. They're like the useless blue-haired girl in animes. I like the blue-haired girls in animes. I'm being offended in all directions today. It's like, first Fanatic said to attack the Londoners, and I'm a native Londoner, and now I'm being attacked for my favourite anime character trope. Okay, so we'll just say do no more than what is necessary. Okay, so we are feeling a little bit better, and because of that... Wait, hang on. Are you actually genuinely missing an arm because of the maimed trait? That is interesting. And I think given that we have just been ill, so I think we will restore your inheritance just in case. So that should mean... No, okay, it is still all going down to our daughter. But just in case anything were to happen, he is now in line. Which, thinking about it, is probably a bad thing, because a 0-year-old is very, very easy to assassinate. Line Shark, oh, Aqua from Konosuba. I know of her, but I don't know her. Now, if you were to say, what is it? I can never remember which one is which. Rem or Ram from Fate Zero. But yes, the, it's been a while since I watched ReZero. Ooh, witchcraft induction. Okay, that is an interesting to note. Heresy Cathars in Galatia. And we obviously want to have a look at this. So you are going to join up with us, hopefully. Yes, so we are going to be following you around instead of... Ah, that might be... No, okay, you're not related to us. I thought that might be why we were getting all those notifications, but no. So Lucino, the night of my mother queen, Mother Constanza, he has secretly taken her as a lover. Ooh, controversial. Hmm. Okay, so can we tell you... Yes, so we can tell you to attach to the army. Time for you... Great. How much power do you have? 166%. I guess I have no choice. We're going to have to just accept that, unfortunately. So where is my marshal? Yeah. Control is always feels a bit like a game of whack-a-mole, unfortunately. So let's try and attack them. They have got 7,000 troops. Eventually it does say we will lose decisively. Let's actually just come over here. Okay, and where is there not a river crossing? Let's try that. Oh, okay. So this is our sister with a random person's marshal. Hi there, Toxicite. Yeah, everyone seems to be doing okay on this lovely Tuesday. There we go. Okay, we've lost the trait ill. So what is this saying? So better army commander, more commander traits, more soldiers. Let's change you over to someone who's actually got 20 and 11. That is still saying we'll lose decisively. Oh yeah, I was gonna say to you, Lion Shark, because like, oh, were you like on half term or something? But no, that half term British term. Going back to work in about 15 minutes. Well, it was nice of you to stop by during your lunch break, and I think you'll be happy to know that I restored the character or the older brother who has the pure-blooded trait, just because, well, we died fairly early on, and I just wanted to make sure after we got the ill trait that we were just going to have a slightly more secure succession. Alright, Fanatic, have a good evening. Okay, and apparently that is a lost one, so very well you know best. Lawless Fugitive. Sure. I have no idea what position or any she might have been doing, but apparently both our steward and our marshal have died or lost their positions, so we need to replace them. Hey, no good stewards anywhere. No good stewards anywhere. Anyway, yeah. Having a lot of people popping in and asking how things are going. Things are going pretty well. Or, well, I'm at least slightly amused at the fact that it is Tuesday. So the 22nd of the 2nd, 2022. And that's something we're likely to see again soon in the future. Yes, indeed, Way. So I think there's technically, if you write out the whole date, there are 6 22s. Yeah, so we are going to have to tread a bit carefully on this. Oh, how's the world looking? I just realised you meant Toxicite, the actual genuine world. So Sardinia is still a bit of a mess. It's still being fought over by like multiple people. Can we see any noticeable differences? Anyone else? You are embroiled in a couple of civil wars. Honestly, I don't think much has really changed. Okay, so we want to try and siege back our territory here. Yeah, Toxicite, more or less the same. Europe's still a thing of nightmares. Yeah, indeed. Okay, that is apparently not the place we need to siege down. Let's come back up here and... Ooh. Okay, that's not actually our war. Our war is this one at 61%, or minus 61%, not minus 90%. Yeah, indeed. Europe, still a fair bit of a, okay, and you are just paying homage to us. Yeah, still a bit of a nightmare, still all just, all of the territories just basically anywhere and everywhere. And unfortunately we have got a, Viking invaders against us here. So we are wanting to try and de-siege the territory that they've been sieging. And it may be a bit of a back and forth situation, just trying to get them, or get the territories de-sieged, try and attack them and try and whittle down their troops. Because we have managed to chip off about 3,000 or so far. There is a disease outbreak in that one. Okay, that looks good to me. And then I think if we come across here, so this will bait them, hopefully, into maybe breaking that siege. Or, yeah, okay, so they've been baited out of that. Thankfully, we've got our reinforcements coming in, but I don't think they're going to make much of a difference. Are they? Maybe? No? Yes? No? Okay, so the other side is starting to lose troops, but so are we. Oh, okay, yep, we're going to lose this battle. But the good thing is, once again, we are going to have cut down their troops quite a fair bit. And then we can come back in, hopefully, for a third go round. Yep, there we go. So, okay, so they're down to 4,000 troops now. And we have a learning perk. Let's just get anatomical studies down. We are at minus 50%, but once again, mainly because of just all of those battles. And that court grandeur thing is a bit loud on occasion. Yes, Bolton is under siege. So if we just come back over to Derby, we should be able to pick up a few troops along the way. And it also helps that you seem to be suffering from attrition. Indeed, yes. Definitely suffering from attrition there, which is going to slowly wear down their numbers. So what do we have, about 3,500? Yeah. And once again, if we come across to here. Hello there, Odd Top. How are you doing? Yeah, was able to obviously catch your stream a bit earlier. So how's your farm doing in Stardew Valley? So we can come along here and go across here and try and DC a bit of our territories. And yes, Odd Top, I'm ever so slightly miffed that you have now actually you've now actually surpassed me in the number of followers you have. So slightly miffed about that. And yes, we definitely need to get your organisation more organised. The thing is, some of the stuff you have, I don't think you actually necessarily need to keep all of it. But yeah, if I'm available tomorrow, I might pop in and try and give a bit of guidance. Toxicite, at least I didn't kill off a perfectly good child. Did I? I can't remember that. I know I disinherited a few. Okay, so our daughter has reached the age of 3, so she's gained the curious trait, which is a diplomatic focus. So who would be your best guardian on that? Our court position. She's got a good intelligence trait and a level 3 education herself. Toxic guy, all the same. No, it's not. See, I restored his inheritance. He is back in the line of succession, just in case. He is back in the line of succession, don't worry about it. Okay, who else did I disinherit? Well, does it actually... that is curious. It may not actually show it if they are now dead. Goodness. Okay, if the battles keep on going this way, we're going to lose just because of losing all of the battles. Especially seeing as our ally is naffed off somewhere and I'm not quite sure where. So let's try and call in some other people who actually have a decent amount of troops and are reasonably nearby. Yes, you are in Saxony, but we will try and call you in. Got 3,600 troops. So we're actually... Okay, Duchy of Savoy, County of Geneva. Okay, apparently because... Right, that is going to be interesting if we manage to inherit that. Oh, and Poitou. Oh, no. Okay, no, they are not independent. It just looked like it. Why does it look like you're independent? Ah, right, because I've called you into the war as an ally, that would be why. And yeah, you can see that despite me marrying all my close relatives and children off in marriages that benefit me, we are starting to kind of spread our dynasty a little bit, because obviously it's kind of like the situation where it's like the third child of a third child is betrothed to someone via the AI. Okay, I think we'll get rid of this. I don't 100% trust someone sending me a random carpet. Let me just say that. So I don't think we actually looked at our character. So we are compassionate, humble and diligent. We've got level 3 intrigue, education. We are genius, hale, comely and pure-blooded. Our wife is 22 and we have 1 child so far. And she is betrothed to the second son of the Queen of Wessex. So I'm honestly wondering, a few nice little assassinations could be interesting. But it would also mean that we would have a slight situation. Especially as this is Saxon elective. Yeah, so he is admittedly third in line at the moment. So the one leading, oh, it just changed over, so 47 years old. 49. Yeah, we'll just have to see with that one. Okay, betrothed can marry. That is absolutely fine, so let's just do that. Oh, and we are getting a few more troops through. So we'll come through here and start sieging it down. And hopefully we'll see... I was going to say we'll see an allies boat somewhere. Yep, there they are. All nicely there. So, and I'm keeping an eye on it. I can see the countdown for an advert. So I'll just make sure that I remember to keep an eye on that. Okay, and we've got an inspired person in our court. He wants to forge... yes. Yes. 102 gold. Yep, I will indeed do that. Oh, I meant to keep that open. So we are admittedly losing at the moment, but we've got reinforcements coming in. Please, 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 be quick. Okay. Posture check. Thank you, Toxicite. Okay, I will just quickly do that. And just do a bit of stretching as well, probably. Okay, there we are. Posture check done. Bonus stretch as well. Oh, good. Okay, good, 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 good. They swooped in at the last second. And apparently all we needed was one decisive battle to go from minus 82% to 100%. One. Oh my goodness. Okay, landless attacker has no armies left, so that was a stack wipe. That is why we won. It was a stack wipe. And unfortunately, they do not have any money. So unfortunately, no money for us from all of that. And we do still have, unfortunately, a raid going on, so we cannot disband our armies just yet. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. Okay, looks like you inherited. Wow. Yeah, what happened to France? Wow, okay, I don't think France exists anymore, people. I don't think... Yeah, France is gone. Okay, apparently, a Carling. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it here because I see an ad starting in like 25 seconds. So I know some of you will see this, some of you won't, but I'll just wait here while the adverts run. And it's a good point to kind of make sure that you do a posture check and stretch yourself. Mhm. So yeah, how on earth did that title get destroyed? I have no idea. But yeah, that is not a nice shade of yellow, at least not compared to all the ones around it. It's kind of almost between Ghana and Marley's colour down here. Almost. And then yeah, as you were saying, Toxicite, so your mother's like going to a different state to visit your 5 sisters, left you with a small bag of chocolates with a note saying she'll miss you. Oh, that is nice. And yeah, so flexing your points. And well, I declined it, so you should have those points back anyway, and you can potentially save up for a different thing anyway. But yes, this does mean, unfortunately, that they are okay. Still now only similar to ours, but still. And so Ireland has quite a lot of levies, but it does look like yes. So the Queen of Wessex is no longer allied to Ireland. So honestly, let me actually see. Okay, so there's no one eligible I can necessarily see. Basically, my idea is if we can ally with them, then we can start taking on Ireland and start chipping away at it. And then hopefully by the time that we own everything of the British Isles that is not this territory in Scotland and Wessex. Hi there, Six-Eared Sage. Total War Warhammer 3. Oh goodness. I think I've got the first one. I kind of poked around with it a little bit and I don't know what it is. It's just, it didn't really grab my attention. And I've tried like watching a few videos of Total War Warhammer 3, but those just aren't holding my interest at all. The second one is way better. Yeah, let me just have a quick look. Okay, yeah, I've just got the first one. Yeah, I've just got the first one. So, I'm not actually sure. Is it on Game Pass? I'll have a quick look at that. Because obviously if it's on Game Pass, I'm already paying for that. So you're saying this as someone played the first and second? Yep, noted. Or I could play CK2 and get the Warhammer mod. I suppose technically that is indeed an option, Toxicite. And yeah, 6-Eared Sage, there's no worry about saying to wait for patches because I'm not really someone that actually really plays games when they're released. Let me just see. Oh, yep. Total War Warhammer 3 is indeed on Xbox Game Pass. So I've no idea when that... Well, I'm presuming it's going to be staying around for a while, so I could actually just go in and have a look at that when I want to. But yeah, thanks for the suggestion. I'll have a look in it, seeing as it's not going to cost me any extra money. Okay, and this has low durability. So reforge or repair. We'll ask for some more money once again. We will use it wisely. Yes, we will be attacking the Irish, insular Irish, and apparently France. Okay, the title of France has been re-established. 6-Eared Sage. Well, part of why I have Game Pass is because I got a couple of months free and then I honestly just kept on renewing it. I mean, I do... it's like a fair amount of the games that are actually on there. I'll kind of go in, have a poke around, consider, do I like it enough to kind of continue playing it, and then I'll buy it. So I consider it kind of like, not necessarily like a game rental system, but it allows me to try out a few things that otherwise I may not be able or willing to try out, and just have a look at how things are. I'm actually looking at Game Pass to trial out some options for the game that I'm planning. So when Crusader Kings 3 finishes, I'm planning on doing Neo The World Ends With You. And then I've been looking at Game Pass for a couple of games on there, which I might consider either streaming from that or just completely buying outright. Yeah, I consider it, at least for myself, to be worthwhile money just for the options that it gives me to play things. Oh dear, okay, so inspiration. So quality or progress may be improved, or we can say real inspiration comes from within. So we would lose 1 progress, lose 10 opinion, gain 120 stress because we are compassionate, diligent, and humble. Okay, so we'll go to the Great Hall. And Toxicite, there's a long list in my mind, longer than is necessarily good for me to A, remember, and B, actually say. But I'll toss them up in the Discord after the stream. And obviously, like, from that, you could probably get an idea of the kind of games that I enjoy. And you may have some suggestions of games that I may have discounted or may not have even really considered. So I'll do that, hopefully, later when I remember. Okay, so Savory around my Grand Hall. Wolf Gifu insists on coming and watches from afar. So there's nothing that stands out, so 12% chance that might be of a slightly higher quality, 25% chance he loses 5 opinion, and 62% at lower quality. Any suggestions? And so 4% a higher quality, 23% slightly higher, 90% nothing happens, 47% slightly lower quality, and 4% lower quality. So essentially a 50-50 chance on whether it's going to get worse or stay the same at least. I mean, that's a 4% bad chance Toxicite. Oh wait, I've just seen. Okay, yeah, it's a 4% chance of a higher quality and a 4% chance of a lower quality. Okay, let's hold our breath. Nothing. 27% chance on that one. Which is, I suppose, fine. And of course, we can see the progress here, but the thing is, because it says that he is, like, renowned for all of this, I am hoping that that means that whatever we get will be a decent, like, of decent value anyway. And yeah, darn, foiled again by RNG. It's kind of like one of the memes I see about XCOM. It's like a 95% chance to hit is a 50-50 shot. A 50% chance is guaranteed to fail. So yes, anyway, I was going to say about this. So someone destroyed the Kingdom of France and then it got created again. So this is being inherited according to Confederate partition law. So it is first off you, then you, then you, and then you. Do I have anyone that you could potentially marry? Yes. The answer is whether you would accept is another matter, and whether I'd be willing to let one of my nieces go. Okay, he would be willing to accept that. So that is... Okay, that was probably why you were willing to accept it. And now I'm just kind of going, it's like, okay, was that actually far enough out that he would have accepted a matrilineal marriage, but never mind. That was for the alliance more than anything. So can we... Yeah, I keep trying my luck with that, but obviously he's going to keep saying no because we're already a king. So we do actually have 200 gold, which is nice to see. So we are going to need a lot more piety if we want to try and get the Kingdom of Ireland. So at our family's motto, so our dynasty gains 50 renown, or foolish and unnecessary. We'll say that one to gain 100 piety just because. So yeah, we do not have a casus belli on you. So what indeed would actually happen? Oh, okay. Oh no, wait. I was going to say, oh, they've barely got any troops, but yeah, they've got a load of allies as per the norm. So who is your heir for all of this? It's you. You are allied to a couple of people, but maybe we might just be able to wait out the ruler and get someone... Okay, so Despot Phileritos of Bulgaria. So what would we get? A fine spear? No, I don't think we necessarily want a spear. It's going to end up in the same situation as where we have the spear and the axe, which are both kind of trading blows with each other. Okay, here we go. So we have a Welsh Anglo-Saxon regalia. So a silver scepter with zircon, a linen cloak that has been embroidered with linen thread, and a silver cross-bearing orb. So let's have a look at that. So it is all one thing. So it fits into the regalia slot. So let's see. 15% increase in fertility, 0.2 extra piety a month, 0.06 prestige a month, and powerful vassal councillor tax contribution up 3%. So there we go. So we probably actually want to repair and reforge that for 32 gold, just to make sure it stays around a bit longer. Our fine spear looks okay, as does our armour. Our crown, yep, that also looks good. And of course we could always commission an artefact for 100 gold. So a local artisan with a sponsored project arrives at your court. However, they will produce lower quality artifacts than inspired royal court guests. So me waiting around for people who come in that have an inspiration is a good thing, because they are more likely to produce better work. So, and we want the restraint perk, and then we can now... Oh no, we can't. Ah, okay, we still got to wait a few years. Not 100% sure how many years. Oh, there we go, 10... Okay, we've only got 2 months. Right, that'll be fine. That will be fine. And something on a court with our daughter. Okay. Okay. Far before I see the tiny Maud playing in my throne room, I catch a whiff of an unmistakable smell. As she rushes forward to embrace my leg, I feel the heft of her loaded diaper squash against my calf. As it begins to seep into my ankle, I wonder to myself, do we really have so few servants that I must attend to the degrading task of changing the nappy myself? So we can say, coming to my arms will get you cleaned up, but we will get drenched in excrement for 30 days. Or we can say, I'd sooner lose a war than touch their spells. Oh, and unfortunately that would upset our daughter. Oh, fine. Come on then. And Toxicite, oh dear god, too ill. So the learning perk for better courtiers, let me just have a look. Gosh, which one is it? Yeah, unfortunately, all of these ones I kind of still need to figure out where they are. But faith, random priest opinion. It may be more. I was going to say it sounds more like a diplomacy perk. Okay, so let me just have a look. Befriend, groom to rule, confidant, part of the family, friendly council, nope. Sound foundations, nope. Viral Peter, nope, nope, none of those. Thoughtful. No, I can't quite. Oh, okay. Oh, right, I get you. The dynasty options, which is not that button, and that is not that button either. The legacies. Here we go. So the erudition. So vibrant court. So better guests will be attracted. I honestly have no idea on that. I have no idea. Yeah, no worries. It's kind of like when we talk about perks and everything, I almost kind of forget that the dynasty legacy actually exists. Just because it's kind of something that wasn't really there in Crusader Kings too. Okay, and we can clean up things a little bit. Try and make sure we actually keep some neat borders. And this is probably also going to be a good idea to get a few more men-at-arms regiments while we have the spare money and we are not immediately at war. Though speaking of that, so someone has a tyranny war going on, which would actually be good for good for us if that actually happened, because that means he would get deposed. Then it would come down to, oh yes, okay, break betrothal, then let's do it right back again. Nope, will not accept. But he might do if we actually send a gift, 56 gold. And yes, I am being sneaky again. Okay, arrange marriage, matrilineal. Our niece, yes. Okay, yes, so that will be part of our dynasty once again. So he's obviously not called us in to war, so we are not allied to him in any sense of the word. Oh dear. Wow, inbred and club-footed. That is not good. I say, is that because... Nope, that just looks like one of those random chances. Or at least they're not immediately related that I can see from their grandparent. Oh, and they've got another war going on. A war for someone's claim on the Kingdom of France. Oh, and yes, we should be able to change our focus as well. So we wanted to go to intrigue and temptation focus. Yes, it's a bit annoying. I was going to say it's a bit annoying we don't actually have concubines again. But our wife has got pregnant once again. So do we have anyone in our court who is good? Who is preferably not related to us that we could maybe seduce? Maybe. Okay, our sister wouldn't be a good idea. yeah, basically is like our court position seems to be the only one really. Let's go and have a look at her. So first off, can we actually marry you to anyone who is decent? So you are 24 years old. We could betroth you to our nephew and get some more of those genes going along, but I don't think that would be that great. So let's just seduce. 95% chance. Just because I want to get a few more kids out and make sure we have the absolute maximum of genetic options there. So Alice has become a permanent fixture at my court and an expensive one. So there for every banquet. So this is our sister-in-law. Wolfing down everything in sight while complaining about how empty her own pantry is. She is an annoying waste of money, but her exaggerated antics are quite entertaining. Well, before even going over the options, I think I know what the top one is. So this is going to be make her into our court jester. Yeah. All things considered, I find her quite funny. So we would lose 15 gold, but gain 75 prestige. Yes. So seeing as you're here, let's make you our court jester. So how on earth are we going to deal with you? So it looks like most of it is levies. Quite a lot of bowmen and pikemen and armoured footmen. Okay. Right, okay, I needed to put a marker in for that just because I want to capture that laugh through a sound blurb. Toxic Eye, I don't know why, but I just pictured you dressed as a Pokemon trainer collecting all the good traits. Gotta breed them all. And after typing this, it sounds a lot worse than I thought. Oh, but I'm sure I'm hardly the worst Crusader Kings player that's tried to do all of that. So apparently we have a second daughter called Maud. I think we will randomize your name. Let's name after a family member. Yeah, let's name her. Right, that would be why the name Maud has popped up again. Let's do an ancestor. Livia, yeah. So I did flick over and see the genes. So it's good in one way, not so good in the other one. So let's have a look. So, comely, robust, genius, pure-blooded, also a giant. So it does have a minor penalty to health and attraction, but in terms of the positives, +6 prowess, +5 vassal opinion, tribal ruler opinion, though we're not tribal, 0.5 prestige a month, and 20 opinion of other giant characters. So who could we marry you off to? Oh, there is someone else here who has the pure-blooded trait. That is fascinating. Yes, I'm definitely going to have to pin you. And what traits are you lacking in? Okay, so pretty and hale. We could breed a race of giants. We could breed a race of giants. I don't quite think we necessarily quite want to do that though. So let's change that. So who do we have that could reinforce some of those other genetic traits? And obviously don't forget that she does have the pure-blooded trait, so the odds of us... Do you want me to do it, Toxic Eye? Because I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it if people want me to. Won't I? Won't I dare want to breed a race of giants? A race of giants who are potentially going to be pretty Herculean, genius, and pure-blooded? You don't think that? You better think again. Okay, so intrigue or diplomacy challenge or just ask. I think I will just ask. Okay, there we go. So we've got 2 kids with the giant trait, betrothed. Didn't we just do this? I'm pretty sure we just did that. I don't know why it's saying that. So which of these children did we... Yes, okay, it was you. Okay, if that's going to keep popping up, I'm just going to keep selecting the last option. Okay, so troubadours, a dedication to Felis. So 70%, 53. Yeah, let's try it. 70%-ish chance. Let's do that. And there we go. Thank you for your gift. So, and we also have a decent, or a small amount of money, I should say. So what can we do up here? Nothing much. Let's go and get some hunting grounds done and actually try and build up our levies. Oh, no. Okay, she is no longer our court jester. Join me in the artifact claim war. We will just say yes and stay out of it as we have done before. Oh, okay. And we can obviously unpin ourselves. Yes, you are... I want to get you in the family, but you are 9-year-old and you won't accept matrilineal with you. Yes, you would. Yep, another person with the pure-blooded trait added to our family. And speaking of that, actually, let's have a look how many other people exist with it in the world. Whoa, okay. Okay, we've had a, yeah, so there's definitely been a few more people born with it since we last looked. So obviously 2 of these are our children. One of them is our mother, one of them is ourselves, one of them is our brother. Now, do you live close enough? No. That is a shame, but yes, we are very much starting to gather together the pure-blooded trait into our family tree, which is always going to be nice to see. Okay, so where was that? So peasant revolt. Okay, so I had a quick look over at France, and apparently the reason why the Tyranny War ended is basically because the previous king just died of natural causes. So that ended. I suppose that's one way to win a tyranny war. And Phyllis, so for us to be together is only natural. So we have laid with her. She becomes our lover, and we end our scheme to seduce her. That looks like another place in... Okay, that is in Aquitaine, which is not going to be an artifact claim invalidated. And we have finally, yes, we have finally got that hereditary rule. So we are now fascinated by Burrs, and we are currently exposed to chronicle writing. So let me just have a look at what we could potentially get. So battlements, men-at-arms maintenance. Burrs would give us plus levy size, movement speed from horseshoes. Mangonels, which is obviously a better siege thing. Household soldiers. Toxic Art is a cultural tradition. Presuming you're talking about this, this is what I am just going to do, or just having a look at. Armoured Horseman, that could be a good one. Communal Government, so that's Development Person Penalty. High Crown and Absolute Crown Authority. Naval Speed, we don't really want to worry about that just yet. We are honestly just looking at things. So Royal Prerogative, that will go down from 321 to 39 years. Or 149 to 18 years. Yes, Armoured Horsemen. Let's go, Armoured Horsemen. Let's go, Armoured Horsemen. And yeah, honestly, I just keep on... You know, maybe I should actually stop that. Maybe I should stop that. Because that is where all our bloody piety is going. That is where all our bloody piety is going. No wonder I can't save up for it. Okay, so yes, you do have an implicit claim on Scotland. So an inspired person can be sponsored. You are decent. Nope, we won't consider that one. Okay. Next time we get the option to ask our head of faith for gold, do not do it. Because that is where all of our piety keeps on disappearing to. And we need 2,000 to get the claim to go against Ireland. So yeah, this is not going too well. So that's a county claim, so they're definitely going to lose that. There's going to be someone else wanting to claim France. And there's also a peasant uprising. So who wants this one? So you are... Wow. That is a fancy crest of arms. That is a fancy crest of arms, let me just say that. Toxic Art. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. We'll see if we can find any claimants that we could potentially invite over and marry. Though, of course, the thing is, obviously we don't want to go for the kingdom because that means it will just completely go out of our territory. But we could always have a look at, like, Galloway or something. So 56, 51, 44. There's a 26-year-old here. Is she married? Yes, she is. And you... Too far away to interact with, apparently. You are... Oh, okay. Wallachia. Leinster? Any claimants? A baby. A baby. And that is because Yeah, you are basically the son of. Okay, so nothing there. Munster. 0 claimants, not yet created. Meath. 22 claimant. So obviously we'd want to invite someone in and give them a bit of land if at all possible. Unfortunately, you do have leprosy. And you are 27, unmarried. You already have a title. Okay, you already have a title there. 57, 52, 48 with a pressed claim. Ooh. Invite to court. Will not accept. Let's actually pin you because you could be interesting. 39, 24. So what do you have? Meath and 2 earldoms. Unfortunately, you are a monk. And you are this person's brother. Yeah, I think that person we just pinned is probably going to be the best option for us. But it's going to take a fair bit of persuasion. And yes, if I could hold back on my greed, yes. So anyway, new lifestyle perk. So we said we wanted this one, like weeds in a garden. And also we want to try and have a look to see if there is anyone around that we can once again seduce. So our court physician is ill, no signs of any pregnancy that I'm aware of. Yeah, you should honestly just be glad that I'm not considering like seducing our nieces or anything like that. You should just be glad I'm not doing that. Okay, so this is our vassal. Wow, you have got some major scars for a 16-year-old. Yeah, sure. Show her in. And yeah, good effort because she is Anglo-Saxon, so she is trying to speak Brythonic to us. Okay, so you've not had any children. Despite that, you've been marked as a fornicator. So Toxicite, I'm not quite sure what you're meaning about being lucky or something that is going to happen. Okay, so we've got Hunter's Lodges done there. Let's see what else we can do. Okay, 495 gold to upgrade the castle. One of our councillors has just died once again. Oh, he was a good spy master. Okay, you are decent enough and you now absolutely love us. And we can transfer another vassal over. Okay, we are third in line for a bunch of places. We can declare multiple wars once again. Yeah, I'm trying not to interbreed too much, despite what you've seen. Okay, so yes, indeed, the old King of France has been deposed. So this now means you have a claim. No, you do not. So we'd basically have to kill you to get that down to your... Apparently someone has had a lover. We need a new chancellor. Yep, assign that to you. And this is Oh, wow. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay. You've managed to lose both arms. That is... Wow, that is definitely something. So how do you stack up against your siblings? Pretty much the same. So let's actually see who we can get you betrothed to. Anyone who's got a couple of good genetic traits that will mirror with yours. And surely saying someone is a stump with legs kind of... This implies the stump bit. I know what you're trying to say. Okay, so you are 14 years old. Kind of the opposite traits in terms of that. I got an 18-year-old, our niece, and with our nephew. No, not that one. Oh. Okay, so it's basically 2, 2, and 1 for this. So 2, 2, and 1. And we really don't want to get scaly in either. That's one of the not so good traits. Okay, let's go for you. We can reinforce the pretty trait and try and go for that one. And then with you, who do we have? Yeah, let's apparently marry you to the house of the ruler of the Carlings, apparently. And there we go. So yes, you are apparently part of the Carling dynasty. So... Okay, you're not actually in line to inherit anything. Okay, that's a bit of a shame, but explains why they were so they accepted the marriage offer so easily. So what was this? 495, so we should be able to have that in a couple of months. And we are gaining 8.4 gold a month for the moment. Do we actually have a better person we could put in as steward? Yes. And he's actually not a powerful vassal. So from 10 to 16. And that should give us a tiny bit more gold. No, we are not going to take that potion at all. No, thank you. Why are you not pregnant? Seriously, why are you not pregnant? Or is taking care of my older daughter too much for ya? Aye. Okay, so... okay, we need battlements for that one. Never mind. And which one is going to give us the better option? I think we'll go for forest forts there. And we've got 379 gold that we can do elsewhere. And we own this one. Like, Crusader Kings. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's actually get a trade port done there. And then what do we have here? Hide tents and hide hillside fields. Yes, let's upgrade the military camp. And anything special we can build here. It's quite a few things, so what would be the best? Military academies could be a fun one. Yeah, I may have a think on that one. So 202 for all of those and 135 for that one. So I think when we get to 202, we'll upgrade the barracks in that area. A notable guest has arrived, a trained healer. You are still on managed domain, that's fine. Yeah, enticing opportunities. So yes, we definitely want to try and make sure that we seduce people in our court. Just because. 35. You are 26. And okay, we can't recruit to court because we don't have 260 gold. Okay, maybe not her. Maybe not her. And of course, the unfortunate thing with having all these genetic traits in the family is I keep on going through all of these and pausing when I get to a good one. And then I kind of realise it's like, no, that's my sister. No, that's my brother. That is not going to happen. An inspiration. Your skill is merely decent. So, nope. We will say no to that. And okay, I think people know what my opinion is going to be on this one. Toxic Eye only takes one slip up. Well, I would have to actually do 2 slip ups. It would have to be 1 to select them and a second one to actually start the seduction thing. So this is a brown cat now. So we had a white cat, a black cat, and we've now got a brown cat, which I'm just going to name Mittens. And imagine that little kitty is like a little dark tuxedo. And it's also a boy kitty this time. So apparently that only lost us 55. Ah, yes, because diligent halves our stress loss. Diligent halves our stress loss. No, we will not ask our head of faith. We will not ask... Ooh, okay. You are in a tyranny war. Okay, we don't want that. We do not want that. Okay, so where are the enemy forces? Okay, I think we'll disband those. Okay, so who is attacking whom? Okay, Army of Gloucester, neutral army. Okay, where are you? A vassal in the... Excuse me? No, seriously, where are you? Oh, down there. Right, that explains things. Okay, yeah, we have got... I really don't know what they were thinking. I think we can disband our army. I think the Queen of Wessex has that. I think she has that fine. Betrothed are married. This is our nephew and a random courtier who apparently is also focused on learning over other things. Yeah, that tyranny war worked well. Worked really, really well, buddy. Anyway, you were a courtier down here. And you died of heart failure. And what is going up in France? Defending against Count Louis on his claim for the kingdom. Okay, finally our court position is pregnant. I never thought it would come to this. Toxic Eye. So my plans for Wessex are indeed to keep trying to ally myself to them. They were a hugely powerful kingdom at least a short while ago. So yes, I'm kind of hoping that they'll be able to build back up their strength and actually help us take on Ireland. But then we've also kind of allied ourselves, well, we had allied ourselves to France. So thinking about it, that's probably a good plan to actually try and sneak in while they are. So that's 2 duchies there. Yeah, let's just put you there to fabricate claims. Okay. So this is someone has stumbled upon us and our lover. Oh no, a random guest. Okay, this is just a random guest. So we can say I didn't see you there, so we gain quick thinker. We were just leaving for somewhere more private. Screw it, I'm going for the last option. Intrigue challenge. 50% chance we become lovers with both of them. Yes! Yes! Oh my goodness, yes! Oh my goodness, okay, so our court physician has been pregnant for 5 months. Elaine has just announced effectively that she is pregnant. So unfortunately we've gained a trait adulterer. Your sinful acts come at a cost. Okay, it doesn't look like she potentially got pregnant, unfortunately. But yes, oh my goodness, I cannot believe that. A 50-50 shot and it worked. A 50-50 shot and it worked. Okay, invite to court note -50. Oh. Okay, it's a daughter. She only has 2 genetic traits. But yes, we will legitimize her. Legitimize, that will cost us 150 prestige. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Who can we get you married off to? Okay, apparently despite being of the same dynasty, they are far enough apart. Ah, this is Wessex again. Oh, this is another kid of Wessex. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, yes, we'll say any minstrel will do just to give her a good opinion of us. Oh dear. I knew I shouldn't have gone for the street minstrel. Whoops. And here we said we were going to upgrade the wooden barracks. Yes. So we'll upgrade that. And another daughter. Another daughter. Okay, no, she's only got the quick trait, so nope. Oh, our wife wants to seduce us. Okay, yes, fine. Fine. It gets us more children. It gets us more children, so that is fine by me. I'm sorry, I will not be able to believe that. That we actually managed to get both of them on that 50-50 shot. Okay, so 4% diplomacy. Okay, yes, let's try that one. Yeah, student diplomacy, which is fine. It was not a bad outcome. Designate a guardian. Okay, so you are getting a learning focus. No, not learning, stewardship. So we'll actually educate you ourselves. Duchy of Poitou. Yes, I know, who wouldn't want him? Yes, indeed, who wouldn't want him? Anyway, we have a couple of people in our prison because an adultery thing has just been shown. Ooh. Okay, so we could go for one of the duchies then. So we have got someone that we could go for one of the duchies. Let's increase that. And then, well, the reason why I'm spending so much money is simply because we're gaining that a lot faster than we are any kind of piety. Okay, so we probably want some more sieges as well. Hello, Aparsin. Oh, thank you for the gift sub for Toxicite. Thank you very much for that. How are you doing today? Yeah, we are about 10 seconds away from a potential ad break. We are about 10 seconds away from a potential ad break, so I am probably going to be just quieting a tiny bit. I'm doing better than I was a couple of hours ago. So I was a bit aggravated because I was trying to get my avatar working with some new clothing and it was just all falling apart. Not quite literally, but yeah, it wasn't going too well. I've been trying to like add and adjust clothing, and unfortunately the best I can do is get it into BC face, and then it just kind of starts moving around and it is just, that is basically all it does. It just wobbles on the spot more or less. So we do have enough renown to get a new dynasty perk. So let me just have a look. What can we potentially get for the next options? So we could go for Vibrant Court, or we could go for Bounteous Loins. I think we'll go for this one, because Casus Belli going down at 20% is going to be a good idea. Obviously, the only other one would be Vibrant Court, at least for the initial one. But everything else is just kind of, yeah, just kind of general. So yeah, I think I probably need to just put the idea of editing my avatar on the back burner for now, and I can actually learn it a bit better and maybe even try and see if I can actually build one kind of from the ground up, like keeping the face and hair that I have for this one. And Toxicite, the CP reduction cost also reduce Holy War cost. It may do. that is what I am thinking. So yes, indeed, we will go for that one. Unfortunately, I don't think we have someone we can immediately have a look at. Actually have a look here. Okay, I'm not actually sure if we have Holy Wars set up just yet. How would I check that? I'm not 100% sure. But yes, it's quite probable that it would reduce the Holy War options. Wow, okay. So something bad happened. Old acquaintance wrote you a lot of evil, rough words, said I don't deserve to call yourself human. Oh, goodness. Why? Wow. Okay, well, I will say that I am glad that you banned him, but what on earth did you apologise for? I know in the situation it was probably very high stress, high emotion, and apologising was an instinctual reaction, but no. No. Okay, I am not going to mention anything about politics. Yeah, Toxic, I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. My sentiments exactly. Jeez, yeah. So, wow. Yeah, believe me, you are definitely the opposite of what that person has said. Believe me. And you've got other people and streamers that you talk to who know that as well. So just remember that you do have people in your corner. You are worthwhile. You are someone worthwhile. There are people out there who consider you a good friend. Just remember that, okay? And like I always say, Discord, you can always DM me if you want to talk, but keep things private. And yeah, good on you for banning him. Good on you for that. Anyway, I was going to come here and declare war and have a look. So I think, yes, that has decreased it a tiny bit. Toxic Eye, I'll gladly take you to dinner and call you pretty. Oh, there you go, Parson. If you indeed want to be taken out for a meal and be called pretty, Toxicite is volunteering. Okay, so charming young servant. Vowed a flirtatious competence to more than just my personal affairs. So tactically coquettish. Lingering touch, masterfully coquettish. My gaze alone could charm Satan himself. Devishly. So let's get the tactically one, because that gives us a bonus to attraction opinion, but doesn't make courtiers dislike us too much. And our kitty is bringing us some dead rats and making sure we're a bit healthier. Yeah, keeping your mind stable is a good idea. And yes, probably a good option to call your doctor and obviously have a talk about how things are for you. So France is in a tyranny war again, and obviously they have been going through a few things. Hi there, Diamond Sun. Yes, Wales is looking a fair bit or decently strong. And that is a good matchup between those two, getting those traits in. Yes, we have a fair few things, and we may be able... Oh, there's actually an inspiration. Wants to forge a crown, but her skill is decent, so we will not go for that one. Okay, so this is just a wandering person. Oh, okay. So 93% chance we do it ourselves, 97% chance. Yes, we'll go for it. Yes, let's get her as our lover once again. So, yeah, we're being pretty busy. Being pretty busy. So we have 5 children, unfortunately only 1 son. You are still generically ill, interestingly. Yeah, our wife actually doesn't hate us as much as I thought he would. So interesting that she gets the +30 and -15 from tactically coquettish. That is just an interesting thing. And of course, unfaithful -104. Okay, so you're taking over the Oldham or the Isle of Man. And France has been... Ooh. That is an interesting thing. So that looks... let me just have a look at that. So title history, installed by faction demand, installed by faction demand. So people really cannot figure out who they want to rule Wales, rule Scotland / France. And yes, Ireland is exceptionally scary indeed. I'm kind of hoping that we'll be able to unite with Wessex and go to war against them. Okay, and that is just someone having a generic affair that we're being informed about. So what can we do? Oh my goodness. Okay, I think this is the same bloody vassal. I think this is just the same bloody vassal every single time. Okay, so apparently we're getting a bit too stressed out. So who do we want to potentially lose as our lover? So you gave us just the one who was generically... well, I definitely want to keep you. So you're 30 years old, you're 30, you're 39. We'll let Elaine go. Diamond said, become friends with Ireland and take Wessex. Yeah, but the thing is, I want to, like, basically get the kingdom or the Empire of Britannia, and unfortunately, it'll be a lot easier for me to destroy Ireland and create the Empire and then vassalize Wessex than it would be the other way around. Okay, so this is Elaine and our sister. You know, I will just say whatever they are up to, it is their own choice. We'll just say it is their own choice. So can we declare war on you? No, we do not have a casus belli. And Ireland superior. Someone is fighting you. Ah, you're getting an invasion. Okay, this could be a path in for us potentially. This could be a path in for us. So if they basically go to war and start just smashing their troops together, we could have an opening to take at least a tiny, tiny part of, well, Irish-owned territory. Yeah, we'll just have to wait and see on that one, unfortunately. So yeah, the other reason I am actually going to be planning to go against Ireland is that, if I can remember where the proper option is, so we do actually have an option here to request a claim on Ireland. So we gain laudability. So the Holy See has sanctioned this family's claim over Ireland, justifying any military campaign started by its members to subjugate the Isle's petty kings. So unfortunately we do need to be devoted servant, and the Pope needs to have at least 80 opinion of us, and we need to control East. Which one is that? Let me just check. Okay, so Essex, basically. Give us land, island, or die. Yes, that is pretty much going to be the situation. So are there claimants to this one? Yes. And her son is... Ah, the husband, okay. So this is another giant in the family. I imagine there's going to be a few of those roaming around. Okay. Feat of my liking. I will have her abstain from sleep or food. No. We don't really want an option on that one. So anyway, our head of faith. How much do you actually... -15, yeah. And another child who unfortunately is asthmatic. Let's see if there are any good people to betroth you to. Nothing yet that I can really see. So yes, we are starting to get quite a lot of the negative genetic traits popping in and out. Island 1 with barely a dent in their military strength. Island 1 with barely a dent. Okay, unfortunately you've already been betrothed. Okay, that's a slight annoyance. So my lover chatting with my wife. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure on the logistics of that. We do have our daughter betrothed matrilineally to the Prince of Wessex. So let me actually just see where they would be in the line of succession. Oh, he would actually be next. Oh dear. Oh, yeah, unfortunately we can't kill our daughter. So we would honestly actually have to go ahead and disinherit our son in order for her to get the option, which I don't know. And of course we also have all of these lovers that we'd have to manage and get rid of before they got pregnant and gave us a second son as well. Oh, that is... Admittedly, that is tempting because he does have a couple of good traits actually. So this is quick to anger, so wrathful. Turn the other cheek and gain forgiving. So what is she being educated in? Stewardship, or she could gain fickle. No, I think she will keep wrathful. I am really, really not sure. Oh. Okay, we'll actually make our wife our soulmate. So an intruder, so becomes our soulmate, lays with us, we gain 10 opinion, and our dynasty gains 50 renown. No, I am not giving the cat away. Please stop asking. I'm not going to give the cat away. Okay, so you have the rowdy trait, which is martial. And you are 28th of May, so we're just a few months away on that one. And of course, our wife is pregnant. Just watch for this to be a second son. Just watch for this to be a second son. Who has, like, all the brilliant traits, of course. Because of course he would. They break up, and I think break up. Nope, we don't want to do that one. Yes, unfortunately, still got quite a stronger army than us. Especially seeing as there are going to be Toxic Eye. I just thought of a horrible event where just getting events to steal pets. No! Oh goodness, especially as it's Viking raiders and they tended to have ship's cats as well. So they'd be stealing all the kiddies. Okay, so Arch Saddle in about 9 years, so we should be able to get a few of those going in our men-at-arms situations. How is France doing in terms of everything? Gosh, I just really want to invade him. I just really want to invade. There we go, those two can get married. Well, Wales is trying to grow blue cornflower. We tried to do a war on East Anglia, and that didn't work out. But then, because the ruler died, but then the person who took the throne afterwards basically came to us and said, "Oh, by the way, can I be a vassal of yours?" What is France doing here? That is a long question. So anyway, her daughter has gained a level 4 diplomatic education. So Grey Eminence. So that's up her only up to 11. Okay, and she is now married to the son of the Queen of Wessex. So you've only got a 5% chance of killing her. But she is 56, but we only have a 5% chance. Yeah, so Blue Cornflower Parson has recovered from his illness, but unfortunately he had a not a great interaction with someone who basically disparaged him and put him down, so he is not feeling great from that. But thankfully he has got a good support system, including us, and yeah, he'll be talking to his doctor tomorrow, I believe. So yeah, what happened with France is I need to go back to the title history. No, actually I need to go to the other one. Goodness, which one was it? Okay, let's go for the Duchy of Lothian. So it got inherited by... So somehow it got inherited by the Kingdom of France. Then the Kingdom of France title got destroyed. So technically it was... no, it was this one, which was the main one. So this one... So... inherited, here we go, by the King of France. Then it was inherited by someone, then someone decided to destroy the Kingdom of France, so it was technically Circin in France, and then the title of France was recreated. So unfortunately France and what remains of Scotland became united. So yeah, that's kind of what happened. It's a bit of a mess, as Crusader Kings is wont to do. So yes, it is a bit of a mess. Okay, and we've just had a daughter who has 1 genetic trait. Oof. Okay, I'm gonna pause this for a quick second. And then, where is it? Okay, create a new poll. Try to okay, I'm putting up a quick poll and I am letting people, if you've got a few channel points, you can actually vote more often. So this is going to be going for, let me actually just say 10 minutes. So start the poll. So should we disinherit our one and only son to get Wessex under our control? This is going to run for 10 minutes, so it will finish just a bit after the ad break. So we'll be having a look at that in a moment. So we do only have our wife. The odds of her having another child, well, she is 34 years old, so we've got about 10 years left for her to have another child. But if we honestly just keep our renown rather than spending it for things, we should be okay. Should be. And we are 39 for a bunch of territories. Do we not have a court position? We do not, so we need a new one of those post haste. Search for a physician. Okay, and actually we could say, so 15 learning, level 2 physician versus 16 or 11. Yes, we will get her, especially as this means that we actually pay her less, because it's almost a recommendation. A earldom, okay, only the earldom. Okay, so you are just, I say just, pretty. And what do we have here? A courtier scorned. Hey, once again, this person is obviously saying that you gave her a position, why not me? So you could be court tutor. You've got a decent enough learning, so yes, we'll do that. And yes, indeed, Toxicite, I had to put a couple of interesting opinions and options in the poll. So this is the county. Hey? Hey? You a kitty? Hey? You gonna squeak? Okay, I'm just gonna do a marker myself. I don't know if anyone heard that. Kitty cameo, yes indeed. So I take it from that at least one person heard him. Yeah, he has such a tiny, tiny little baby meow. He has such a tiny little baby meow, it is almost unbelievable sometimes. And 90% says yes, okay. I presume that is obviously on the poll. Let me just have a quick look at that. Yeah, okay, 90% are saying yes so far. Not like you took points. Well, I suppose that's my own fault for letting people multi-vote if they had a few channel points. Okay, so our daughter has had a daughter. Good, but I would have been really nice for her to get the pure-blooded trait. Oof. Oi, Toxic, I put the price low enough that if you'd spent like I think 30 minutes in any of my streams, you would have been able to have enough points to vote multiple times. So anyway, let's have a look. Is there anyone who has some good genetic traits? Preferably the pretty one. Not really. Okay, so we'll go back up here and get some fresh genes in and try and reinforce that pretty trait. So yes, I think this is going to be a situation where obviously if the Queen of Wessex does die, so she's feeling fine, strong blood and Amazonian, but is also exhausted, melancholic and gout-ridden. So I don't quite know why I am going through all of this, especially seeing as our wife is pregnant once again. So hold court and pet mittens. Of course, we will take every opportunity to pet our little cat. Unfortunately, my little cat has decided to wander off. We've been overwhelmed by stress. So we'll be strong and resist the impulses. This is because our mother died. So what we can do, let's see how much is a modest feast going to be. 200 and a hunt 133. Yes, we can indeed do both of those. And that will get our stress levels down again. So a diplomacy check, so we'll say halt. We'll talk about whatever this argument is later. And observant of details. Hostile scheme resistance +8. That is nice to see. And feast the dilemma. This is a random vassal. Yes, let's talk to him and lose a tiny bit more stress. And there we go, until next time. Okay, that didn't actually lose us as much stress as I was hoping for. So let's call a hunt. We are no longer as overwhelmed. And we can get a guardian for our third daughter. So she is being educated in the martial. Okay, we'll send you. Okay, a white heart. So let's say we must have it. So we will continue our pursuit of it. And let's leave the adventure behind for now. 150 prestige and the hunt ends. And how are we doing on those innovation? And also speaking of that, how are we doing on that poll? Let's have a look. Okay, 400 channel points used for that. So we have another daughter who is thankfully not that good genetically speaking. So unfortunately we've had 7 children, 6 of them have been daughters. Maybe not necessarily so, unfortunately. Yeah, no worries, odd top. Yep, hope it's nothing too urgent at work. And I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, because I think by the time this, or you finished with your work, this stream will probably end. But yeah, thank you for sticking around and lurking. Bye, have a good evening. Okay, so we've had yet another daughter, this one robust and intelligent, and apparently, I didn't realise this, but this is the third daughter that is being suggested that we name Maud. So we'll choose another different random name. And can we actually rename you? Yes, we can. Okay, yes, let's do that. There we go. So just so we don't get confused by everyone. Just so we don't get confused by absolutely everyone. Okay, so we lose a tiny bit of stress. And how are you doing? What is our option to murder you? Still only 5%. We could declare war, but it would break the alliance. So, who has... Ooh. Ah, yes, because he is technically our son-in-law. So it will break the alliance. So we will spend an additional 250 prestige. We'll lose 1 level of fame. We'll gain attacked an ally for 3 years. Oh. Okay, so this is temperate. Just if he is getting educated in stewardship or cynical. So temperate. Yeah, okay. We'll give her temperate indeed. Okay, so should I disinherit my son? The votes are overwhelmingly yes. So I apologise, Toxic Kate, but the people have spoken. Okay, and this is just a random thing saying that our cat has found us when we were stressed. And we get a little bit of comfort from him. And of course, being disinherited doesn't necessarily mean that he can't pass on traits. It just means that he obviously won't be in line for any inheritance. So let's see. Anyone with any good traits and preferably nothing too negative. Okay, so this is a random relative. Apparently, so far distance that it's not telling us that there's going to be a chance of inbreeding. So there we go. So now our daughter here is our player heir. And what has that actually done for the inheritance? Okay, so this is unfortunately going to split it all apart once again. And a little bit annoyingly. Ollie, hello. Yes, I know, you're adorable. I know, but it's not quite your FOOD time yet. It is not quite your FOOD time yet. Hey. You're pretty. You're pretty. Yes, indeed, Toxicite. Mother, I require attention, especially as feeder number 1, aka my husband, is not around. So my husband is a little bit annoyed that when Ollie wants to get his attention, Ollie starts batting things off the desk. When he wants my attention, he just comes up to me, looks at me cutely, and sometimes smears his little kitty nose across my chin and gives me a kiss. Yes, you do, don't you? Yes, you do. He's peering at me over the monitor. Okay, so I think once again we'll want to just wait and build up our money. Oh, that might be why we keep on finding those good traits. So anyway, who is your primary heir? And let's see. So the 18-year-old who's already married and has a child, a 1-year-old. So arrange marriage. No, I didn't think so. Will not accept for matrilineal marriages. Unfortunately. Toxic, I feel for your hubby. My mum's away, so my kiddies are going to knock down everything while she's gone. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately for my husband, Ollie will knock things off of his desk, regardless of if I'm there or not. Unfortunately for him. Okay, so how are you two related? I'm not 100% sure, but... Oh. Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, so no pretty trait, but definitely got the pure-blooded trait. And who can we get you betrothed to? We could immediately betroth him to our daughter. I don't quite think we want to do that. We'll keep an eye on him, and actually, let's see. So, Ireland, primary heir. You do have a daughter. Arrange marriage to our grandson. You will accept. Okay, you know what? Let's play the diplomacy game. Let's actually play the diplomacy game. So, you are the High Chieftain of Meath, and you are second in line under Tanistry Elective for Ireland. Or have I actually... Okay, no, the votes have just changed. The votes just changed while I was looking at it from the looks of it. Only 5%, unfortunately. But okay, so we did manage that. So we will have to wait a little bit just to see how things go. So this may actually be... Maybe, let me actually just have a look. So we could still declare war for the Duchy of Galloway. And let the traitor be known to all. The thought did cross my mind. I'm sorry, I don't want to let good traits go to waste. I don't want to let good traits go to waste. And of course our wife is pregnant again. Okay, so someone wants Galloway. So this is... Ah, they want this one up here. They have 8,000 troops compared to ours. And where is our nearest rally point? So once again, we'll raise all. Hey. Move them over here. And just basically park ourselves on that bit of territory. Oh, 435, no. No, we'll just banish them back to where they came from. And here we go. I'm out with my retinue when we see the white heart again. So it taunts me and we gain 40 stress. So we can't pet our cat again until 1066, so 3 more years. And our councillor, our steward, died of old age. So we do have a few powerful vassals who want to be on the council, but I think we will go for the person who is best at it. But yeah, these people will honestly just wait here because that is the war goal. Let's do... Yes, let's go down for this. So murder scheme power plus 30%. Hostile scheme success 25%. Yes, I think we'll go down that tree and see if we can maybe have a look at adjusting some of the rulers around the area. There we go. All of Lothian will be mine. Okay, so this is just a random person. Okay, yeah, let's just say we'll sleep with her or lay with her one more time because the odds of her getting pregnant again are very low. So thank goodness another daughter. It's not often a CK Crusader Kings player says about that. Yes, you will just keep the trait compassionate. And how are we going to do on this? We are going to get slaughtered. Okay. I really need to try and remember who of these actually have a decent amount of... Okay, so you are Marshal. So our brother is probably the best one for that. And dynasty members. And Wessex. So yes, let's call you into this war just to get the yeah, I'll be so glad when the Viking Age is over, I tell you that. I will be so glad when it's over. So anyway, how is France doing? Their military strength is inferior. And she has a lover's pox, rather unfortunate. Okay, so where was the other bit of territory? Ah, okay, so, right, so that land has split up, which is good for us. So we do not have a Casus Belli on there. Well, not. Hopefully, we can resolve that pretty soon. 3 years on that one. And then hopefully we'll be able to go to war against France and take that bit of Scotland. And then go to war against, well, the Jarldom of Sursin and get that one. And then we can potentially start uniting things up. Oh, and apparently our wife has murdered someone. Okay. So let's head back up once more. Hopefully those enemy troops, allied troops should join us. You better not being a pest, are they? Yeah, unfortunately it's like 10 minutes until FOOD time. And yes, I do need to spell it out because he does know the word. He does also know the word. Okay, so where are you going? Over here. So let's try and head you off. Or head you off at the pass, I think. So that says it will be about even. Oh, come on! Stop getting pregnant! Stop running away as well! Okay, there we go. That's better. Back wipe again. And unfortunately, I really dislike that they cannot give you any money. Let's actually just go and chase down these troops because they are preventing us from disbanding our troops. And there we go. And there we go. We can disband everyone now. And also we need a new spy master. Who is the best? Our sister. So yes, indeed, we'll put her in the position. Okay, and so we're probably not going to be able to get the option to declare war on Ireland anytime soon, unfortunately. And another son. Oh, this is going to be a difficult choice. This is going to be a difficult choice. So do we go for the one that's got 2 tier 3 traits, or do we go for one that's got pure-blooded? Okay, so focused on hunt. And we're the head of the dynasty once more. Our troop numbers have come back up. And how are we doing on the arched saddle? 4 years. So I think I'm probably going to settle in and speed things up and just let everything... Sorry! Sorry! Toxic Eye is going to be so annoyed at me. I'm sorry. I need to keep things under control. Okay, we need limited crown authority to be able to change that. So let's do that, and then let's move over to partition. Yeah, so... Tales of my misdeeds are told from New York to Wessex. You did manage to squeeze out a child. Aye. Fine. Hey, apparently I can't actually legitimize her. Murder, murder, murder. Murder, murder, murder. So let's see. No, not sway her. Still only 5%. Okay. And the primary heir is... 28%, but we will gain 80 stress. Oh wait, that's my... That's my illegitimate daughter. Oh, you know, no, I can't. He doesn't have the pure-blooded trait. I can't risk that. Annoyingly. I think we'll probably just go for her. So anyway, as I was saying, we are probably going to just hunker down and earn money. Okay, artifact declaration war. Let's raise all our armies. Move into a central location. And we probably want to call in once again. Call you to war. Oh my goodness. Okay, what bloody artifact do you want? So, High Chieftain Hlafin the Fourth takes ownership of all artifacts they have a claim on belonging to me and my vassals. So who on earth... Okay, I'm going to have a look in here. So cool artifacts. Oops, I didn't mean to put that away. Okay, that is not the right button to have a look at the artifacts. Okay, here we go. That is not the right one either. So, claimants. No one there that I can see. Nor there. Nor there. And there's no claimants for the regalia. Okay. So let's have a look in the court and see. So all court artifacts. So you are just the same standard 4 people. Hi. Hey Jazzy, how are things going with you? I'm just in the middle of trying to have a look at anyone or what we have that someone could potentially want to claim. Yeah, I have no idea because this isn't really showing anyone. It isn't really showing anyone, unfortunately. Yeah, things are going well. We managed to get a tiny bit more territory off of England. Hey, discovered chronicle writing. So which one was that? De Jure Duchy Casus Belli. And we are now fascinated or being exposed to communal government. So existing development penalty at 35 development. So yes, we're going through quite a few wars. And for some reason, some Viking warriors think they own or think they have a valid claim to an artifact that we have. I don't know what. I don't know why. They just are. So they are being chased off for whatever reason. Okay, this... thank you for the bits. Thank you for the bits. I actually saw it this time and I got the notification. So yes, I think the last time you cheered... Oh. Slain in battle. Oh, that is not good. Technically speaking, that is not good. Oh wait, this was a betrothed, not an actual marriage. Okay. Right, that is slightly better. That is slightly better. Okay, so let me just have a quick look over here once again. Yeah, we're trying to do the diplomacy route. Oh my goodness. He is heir to both the Scottish and the Welsh throne. Oh my goodness. Is that right? Am I reading that right? Yes, Kingdom of Ireland and Kingdom of Alba. Okay, so primary heir. So you two are still betrothed. Okay. So we need to get rid of you. And we would need to get rid of you. So 28 and 28%. Okay, what could we do? What could we do? I'm not sure. Either way, okay, we need to probably come down here and attack those Vikings. There we go. And yes, we are kind of just speeding through this because we are a few years away from getting basically armoured horsemen. And this is our daughter. Yes, the giant betrothed to a giant. There we go. So arrange marriage between them. Look at all those traits they could get. Okay, and you were... Okay, an unpressed claim on the Kingdom of Wessex, so I don't think we're going to get that anywhere, unfortunately. Okay, 28%. So where are you all escaping to? Okay, you are all heading up here. So we will just follow you. Okay, there we go. So we've heard nothing about the White Hart. So we can send a missive, spend 150 prestige, send our steward, or we will not sink that low. No, we'll send a missive. Okay. So contrite -2 intrigue. Or we give ourselves the flagellant trait. Unfortunately, we need to grab this one. There we go, we gain the trait contrite. Does he have locks? I'm not sure what you mean on that. Jazzy May. So you'll have to potentially explain that. Okay, and you've also been slain in battle. So, oh dear, look at that. Who has a claim for the Kingdom of Wessex? Who indeed does it happen to be? My grandson? Yes, I was kind of... I saw that coming when she had all her other sons... Oi, pause. Your primary heir... Well, the good thing is, that means our alliance with Wessex has ended. That means our alliance with Wessex has ended. That means we can now go in and invade if we so wanted to. Okay, so we've got an ad break coming up, so I'm just going to leave this here paused while the ads run, and I'm going to go and get my cat his dinner. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Okay, Jazzy May, King had dreadlocks, you think? Let me actually just have a look. So I presume you are meaning... Not 100% sure who you're meaning, because obviously it takes a while for what's going on in the stream to actually trickle down to what you are seeing. But yes, I believe there should be a good number of natural hairstyles available. Okay, so you are 11, you are good enough. I honestly, I think they might be, let me have a look. There we go, barbershop. So I do honestly try to keep it. I don't really do any of this stuff. So I just tend to leave it with whatever it has been. Yeah, we've got a couple of afro options. Very long wild is what our character is currently showcasing. Then we've got some other ones. Pulled back, high bun. Okay, we can't actually rotate. But yeah, there's a fair decent number of them. So a few like kind of standard ones. We've got a few relating to cultures and ethnicities as well. And so afro short braids. We've got, okay, those are regular curly. But yes, he is indeed very handsome. I think it was Toxicite who was saying earlier in the stream when I was just going around and seducing everyone. It's kind of like, well, who doesn't want him? It's like, who doesn't want him? And yes, of course, we need to get you married off to someone as well. So you are 22 years old, so we'll do the age thing. And yes, indeed, we can change it up if we wanted to. Honestly, I don't really pay much attention to that. I just leave it to the, like the default options of whatever dynasty, not dynasty, like ethnic culture and ethnicity that is available. It just picks out, I think, probably like 4 or 5 options that would be available, and it just randomizes you into it. So I don't I honestly, for as much as I like customizing things in other games, oh, posture check and stay hydrated. I still love that one. Okay, posture check, let's complete that one and hydrate. Okay, good. And so yeah, Jazzy, you said that you had locks as well. And so I'm always absolutely fascinated by how intricate you can actually get locks and other natural hairstyles. They can just look absolutely stunning. And I know that it does come with a trade-off with quite a few hours in the hairdressers actually getting it all done, but some of them can still look absolutely lovely. Okay, so we are trying to look for someone who has some good genetic traits. Failing that, I had them for a year now. That sounds good. That sounds good. Okay, so there's no one, unfortunately, that really has any good genetic traits that we'd really want to marry in, I can see. So we can obviously try and reinforce the intelligent trait. We can try and force the strong trait. Okay, let's try another random dynasty member. That is matrilineal. So if nothing else, then yes, the dynasty should go down through her. And honestly, even if we lose... Huh. Okay, apparently the Kingdom of England title was created. Let's destroy that. There is good reason for that, because basically daughter 1 would have gained the Kingdom of Wales, and daughter 2 would have gained the Kingdom of England, and that would have split apart. So now instead she just gets a duchy title. Okay, and Princess Livia, our second daughter, gets a load of earldoms, unfortunately. Okay, so yeah, we'll just say we'll let that friendship grow. A marriage proposal has been accepted. Dynasty change. Okay, so the Queen of Wessex has taken over as dynasty head from us. Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. They hopped on. Oh my goodness. Oh no. We are in debt. I can see that. Yes, thank you. So you have 1,000 troops. You have 300. No, we're not going to do that. 800. 2,400. Yes, we'll call you into the war. And we can ransom this person for 25 gold. Yes. Okay. Only a duchy. Yes, I know. Such a disappointment. Such a disappointment. But hopefully when we actually manage to get enough of the land to create the empire, then we will be able to come through. Oh, okay, we've got another additional perk. Let's do this one. Okay, so unfortunately our grandson is not in either of those, so you are allied to Brittany. Are they? No, they are a vassal of yours. But yes, hopefully when we get enough land to actually make the Empire of Britannia, we should be able to give out kingdom level titles to people, and those will stay. What bit of land are you wanting? Up there, okay. So you probably will not accept white peace. So we need to unfortunately get around here. And hopefully we can do it without attracting... Oh no. What internal injuries? Oh, right. Okay, we were maimed, apparently. I was like, the screen went so black, I was wondering what on earth had happened. Anyway, continue as Queen Maud. The screen went so black, I was worried that that was going to be we just lost everything. I was so worried that was going to be we lost everything. But no, thankfully it was just a standard game over. Let's make our sister the steward because she has brilliant stats in that. Let's assign you, and we do have one more position left. So yes, we'll put you there. But oh my goodness, that was nerve-wracking. So yeah, apparently he got maimed, I presume, in one of those battles, and that was why he died of his internal injuries. So thankfully the dynasty lands has only been split into 2. So us and our sister, who is a giant. And then us. So we have our eldest daughter, betrothed to a random person. Our son and heir, betrothed to the daughter of the potential next king of Ireland and Scotland. So when that happens, we just need to do a little murder. Just a tiny bit of a murder. So we are... So yes. So it is... technically you we want to murder. And then we just have to hope that... Okay, your wife is 42 years old. So the odds of her having a second son are not going to be really... So murder scheme start at 26%. So we could do this with our previous character. But unfortunately, because he was a nice person, he would have gotten exceedingly stressed out. Okay, and we are pregnant. So I think this is actually the first female ruler we have had in the dynasty. Let me actually just check. So, okay, so we had King Philip here. Then, let me actually do it the opposite way round. We'll have a look. Okay, so, created, inherited. Yes, this is our first female ruler. And yeah, what I meant by the 42 thing is that in Crusader Kings 3, the fertility for female characters drops to 0 at the age of 45. So, as like not that person. So she could have like 1 or 2 more children. Like she's already had 1 just now. So she could have 1 or 2 more children, and obviously another son will throw a wrench into the works because he will leapfrog his 3 sisters on the inheritance. Okay, so we managed to bait some of them. Is that good enough? Nope. Okay. Yeah, actually the having children young is like a sometimes quite a strong misinterpretation. Oh yes. So there is one YouTuber I follow called Mr. Samuel Streamer, and he was playing like a modded game with a fair few obviously mods, and one of the things was that all of the I think it was like all of the characters swapped gender. So he suddenly became like a 70-something year old person. Toxic Kite knows exactly what I'm talking about. Then through another random event, I think his character got pregnant at like the age of 102. And honestly, like, he just saw that and went, well, I'll see you tomorrow, people. Just because of the absolute randomness of that. So yeah, that may be more of a modded event thing than a like what we call vanilla, which is just the game on its own without any modified content. But yes, that was interesting. Okay, and this is the Liberty faction. Fine, I guess we change things. So that has actually kept us at partition. Interestingly enough, we are still in partition. So yeah, I've been trying to work through Samuel Streamer's backlog of his RimWorld playthroughs, because some of those are just absolutely bizarre and hilarious at the same time. Partly because I've obviously just been trying to see where some of the character things are coming through. So for instance, he'll have a new RimWorld playthrough and say character X will be... Okay, we've already called you into that war. I don't quite know where you are then. And obviously, some characters that turn up in one series will be brought forward from another one. Toxic Art, yes, it indeed is a lot. I have a plugin for YouTube that actually allows me to watch things at much higher than the 2x speed YouTube allows you to go up to. So sometimes I'll have it on like 2.5 speed and just quickly flick through his episodes. But my goodness, ever since I honestly started doing that, quite a lot of videos and such at 1 speed just seem so ridiculously slow. Okay, so we are actually getting some of our allies coming through. Okay, and we have another son. So we're definitely not going to be wanting 4 sons here. So who can we get you betrothed to? And it's like I'm starting to get to the point where I want to try and line up the traits like that. Yes, we will do that. Okay, and let's move you here. Hopefully, yes, all of our allies are indeed popping up. Great. I will not be threatened. We are doing so well on this, and you had to come in and ruin it. We are doing so well on this, and you had to come in and ruin it. You've only got 1,200 troops. 1,600 rather. Okay, yes, I know there's a lot going on. Okay, honestly, I'm going to... Okay, artifact claymore. You know what? I don't care what you get. Oh, a mace. That's gonna decay in 12 years. That was so worth it. That was so worth it. Okay, 1,700 troops. Let's merge you all together. Commander, who is the best one that we can get? Our vassal, who is in prison. A second vassal ourselves, which we don't really want to do. And then we will come down here and siege out our sister. Yes, we gained a personal claim on the mace. I don't really care about that. So what we want to do, so house members of Savoy, let's get you onto that one. Ally, Count Payen, 1,882. Yes, let's get you for the Angusian claim on a duchy. We are in line to inherit titles. Yes, yes, yes. Heir is in line for the Duchy of Gwynedd and the Earldom of Somerset. That is fine. A guardian for you. You are getting a martial education. Unfortunately, I don't think we have anyone who's really good at that, so we'll just send you over to our aunt. Toxic Eye, if you listen closely enough, you can hear the frustration in my voice. Yes, indeed you can. Yeah, unfortunately, the AI is pretty good at doing what a player would, and going through and obviously deciding that, oh, you're in a bunch of wars, let's go and attack you. And unfortunately, succession is also one of the pain points, where obviously quite a few people believe that they can divide and conquer. Okay, a scheme at court. But yeah, basically this is the one that we really want to win. This one up here we can get back without too much difficulty, so long as our, you know, territories are actually intact. Yes, unfortunately, we do have some issues where we are now losing an absolute ton of gold because of all this. There we go, caught you. Ah, no. And we're going to lose that one. Okay, yep, we're losing that one. Right. That is going to be an issue. Is indeed going to be an issue. The thing is, our son is pretty much not necessarily in line to rule. So Saxon elective. Yes, he's not in line to rule anything. However, he does have an actual implicit claim on the Kingdom of Wessex. So because we will be playing as him, barring any other incident. So what do you have a claim on? The Kingdom of Wales. So we will be playing as him, barring any other incidents, which means we will be able to press a claim on the Kingdom of Wessex. Whether we'll be able to do that with the issues we are having right now with everything. Okay, let's put you there and let's put you there. Where are our bloody allies? But thankfully they're down there. So they should be able to go and deal with that war up north. We may need to try and hunker down and kind of circle around and just make sure we are not immediately attacked and sieged down, because we should be. Okay, we need someone. So where can we go? That is going to be the best. Plains, forest. Forest. Let's go down here. So we can hunker down there, and there is also a bit of forest down here. Unfortunately, they've got 2,000 troops compared to our 1,800. Yes, we need to make as much of the terrain around us as we potentially can. Oh my goodness, that is a load of troops up there. Okay, I think we will surrender on that. Defeat, yes. Okay, that was actually Ireland. Oh goodness, that was actually Ireland attacking us. Oh lord. That is not good to see. The good thing is that we will have a claim on that territory. Okay, yes, let's call you into that war. And let's also call you into this war. Because we desperately do not want to lose this one. This is the one that we desperately do not want to lose. Okay, so ally is joining the war. There we go, so they are rejoining our ones. Okay, so we did, so we are now fascinated by horseshoes. So that was just, yes, because we are not the dynasty head, we can't actually choose that. And here we go, I thought as much. Let's beat a hasty retreat and hopefully we'll be able to move faster than they can catch up to us. Yes, they've gone back. Okay. Very much playing a game of cat and mouse here. Just to try and manage everything. And yes, back here. Okay, so you are demanding an artifact. Will become... So on decline, loses 60 opinion. Oh, so this is her. No. I think I really need to make a sound bite out of oh goodness. The Princess and the Frog, the woman who lives in the swamp. I absolutely cannot remember her name, but it's just there's a like when she does the song Dig a Little Deeper, and it's just the no that she does when saying to Prince Naveen, it's just no. I think I need to sound clip that. No, not Tiana, the person that they actually go to for help being turned back from frogs. I really cannot remember her name. Oh dear, we've got lover's pox. Probably because we've been sleeping with someone. Jazzy May, you never saw the movie Voodoo Scares Me. Yeah, I can... Yes, I can imagine that. I was like, I know that they did... Or obviously they did do their research on voodoo, and they did make sure to avoid like actually using real life symbols just in case they accidentally managed to summon something. But yes, even the way it's animated, I can definitely, yes. So I think we will wake up with you. I guess she learned a few things from her father. But yes, I know that they did their research, but also made sure to avoid real world designs just in case. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you don't want to mess around with it. Okay, so we do have a good number of troops, so let's go. Not sure I've heard about Skeleton Key. But yeah, I don't blame you on that one, because honestly, I cannot watch any scary movies at all. It's like, unfortunately, I am an anxious person to begin with. So when you get into a situation of a movie where it's like intended to scare you, I can't really do it. Okay, we may actually lose this battle. Oh dear. Yes, indeed, Jazzy May. Oh no. Okay. I think I am going to leave it there for today, because we are now fighting on multiple fronts, and neither of them are wars that we want to really lose. So thankfully we can call in the same two people to fight that war as well. And we can see we've got almost 4,000 troops coming up here. And yes, so cliffhanger indeed, Toxicite. Simply because I'm getting a bit frustrated with all the wars going on, but we will have to rest and recoup. So let us actually just have a quick look. So at the Empire of Britannia. So we still have only 32 of the 80 Euro counties we need. So it is going to be a massive push towards Ireland to try and get some. However, we should be able to get some claims on the kingdoms of Alba and the Kingdom of Ireland as well. And we also have the Kingdom of Cornwall and the Kingdom of England. The Kingdom of England we definitely know we can create. So we have options and there are potential things that we can indeed do. It's just we are fighting both an independence war and also a war for basically our sister, who says she has a higher right to rule than we do. So honestly, what we could do is we could just surrender to our sister. We would become a vassal under her, but then our child will potentially become a king of Wessex, or we actually get an alliance, not an alliance, or we get someone as a claim on Ireland. And then we push out that way, become independent, simply because we cannot be a queen under a queen or a king under a king. And otherwise, I'm not quite sure if we actually still have the claims here. Nope, unfortunately we do not. Nope, so unfortunately we lost all of those claims. So let me just exit back to the main menu. So we have our first female ruler, which is going to be an interesting thing. And we can see our heir right here. What's going to happen next time, we will just have to honestly wait and see. And we'll be back on Thursday. So let me just bring up. Oops. Pay no attention to the person behind the curtains. Anyway, so there we go for today. And yes, once again, thank you to everyone who's popped in to have a look at how this playthrough is going. Until honestly about half an hour ago, I was thinking that we may be able to wrap this up in a couple of episodes, but nope, the game has decided to throw me a curveball once more. So yep, thank you to everyone who's been popping in, watching this, chatting, gifting a sub. Thank you, Parsin, and thank you also Jazzy May for the cheers and the bits. So we'll be back on our usual time, Thursday at 6 GMT, to continue this on. So we may have to play a little bit tactically, where we might have to surrender just so that we can actually get rid of the wars, or we may get lucky and we can actually defeat our opponents, imprison them, revoke their titles, and continue our way on to creating the kingdom, the Empire of Britannia. Yep, thank you for that, Toxicite. I'll put up the list in the Discord. There should be a recent link in the chat. If not, there should be a link in my bio if people want to come and join it. Jazzy May, indeed, stay safe, everyone. Yep, so you're saying thank you for streaming, and I'm going to say thank you for watching. I will see you on my stream on Thursday, and I may see a few of you in your own streams before then. But for now, I will say good night and have a good rest of your day. And actually, before I do that, just before I forget, let's go to, I always forget to do this. Let's go and see if there's someone we can raid. I always forget this part. Yes, indeed. So we have White Mage Q again. So let's just White Mage Chiu. Let's go and raid her again. She is playing a different game. I have no idea what this one is about. All I know is that it's new, so let's go and say hello to her. There we go. So that should be starting up. Okay, there we go.